Today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new SNV4 Pro soundboard for neopixel lightsabers. Along with the soundboard, we get access to a really cool app called the Force Park app to completely control your lightsaber with your phone. So we're going to be going through all the features of it. Let's go ahead and dive in. So when you get onto your phone, you're going to want to make sure that your Bluetooth is connected, and then here you're going to see at the top of the app connected, and your device will pop up on there. When you click on that, it will connect to your lightsaber. You'll hear it say connected, and you'll be able to access tons of features. But first, let me show you the first feature I want you to go to. If you come down here to data modify, I want you to come to light length, and you're gonna wanna modify that. So you can turn your lightsaber on either by the button or in the app. You can go into saber control and turn it on there. But when you go to the data modify, we'll turn on here, and you're gonna notice at the end of the lightsaber, as I adjust this light length, you'll see it get a little bit darker or brighter towards the tip, and you wanna find it to where the length is right at the end there. So for me, that's at about 130. That way all your effects will be at the proper part of your blade. All right, now that we've got that out of the way, let's take a look at the interface here. We have our saber control, blade effects, sound fonts, the data modify, and setup area. So we're gonna start off with the saber control. You'll be able to power on and off your lightsaber here. Check out all the effects like your blaster effect, lock up, your clash, force effect. You can turn your background music on from here if you want, which is really neat, and turn it right back off. Your melt, stab effect. I love that one, how it pulsates through. Your drag, which you'll see at the tip on that one, and that is why it's really important you have your blade length set properly on there. And then you can listen to the swing. So lots of really awesome controls on there. Now if we scroll down, you'll be able to cycle through your different blade colors. Got our white, light blue, green, blue, and I'll show you guys how to customize that even further as we go through the app some more. You'll be able to cycle through different sound fonts on here.
Star Killer. Ventress.
Let's check out a couple more here.
Leia.
And then you'll see all your different fonts or sounds with that font will change on each one of these as well. Now this one's really cool. Down here we have switch blade effects. So if we turn that back on, you can go ahead and see your different blade effects on there. We have our pulse, rainbow, so pretty. So you can cycle through all of those. The boot effect will change on here. So that's your ignitions. That one always terrifies me. I feel like the predator is gonna come eat my face. Let's check out our next one. So you'll be able to cycle through all of those in here, and then your volume adjustment will be at the very bottom, so you can do high, medium, low, or mute. So we have our mute, and we'll keep it on low there. So that's gonna be everything in that main saber control area. So that's kind of all your abilities your lightsaber has. Now, if we come back out here to sound fonts, you'll be able to see all of your installed sound fonts. So Ahsoka, Anakin, Blue Lady Master, Depa, all of those. And basically when you see on the side this star, that means it's accessible on your lightsaber at the moment. If for instance you wanted to have Rogue Vader down here, you could unmark one of those and then mark that Rogue Vader, and it would appear in that list. So you can have it looks like 24 sound fonts ready to go on there. And you can also upload your own on here if you want as well. Now over here we have this blade effect icon. If we come in here, it'll be exactly what it sounds like, all your different blade effects that you have on here. So your local blade effects are going to be the ones that are already installed in your different sound fonts and on your saber. Public blade effects will be ones that you can grab from public profiles, And then My Blade Effects will be if you create your account and kind of create and upload your own on here. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of these. So these are neat. So you can change the color when you're in here, play it, which is going to show you what that blade effect is going to be. And then again, when you mark it, it's just like those sound fonts to where you can have it ready to go on your saber or swap it out with another one. So let's take a look at that static gradient with that rainbow blade on there. And then again, you can kind of change and adjust that color and you can see how they're kind of moving about on the saber there. Let's take a look at the audio flicker. I love that one. There's nothing better than a good flicker blade. And we'll take a look at one more good old classic pulse. And you have that pulse blade. So lots of really neat ways to adjust and customize your saber so far, but I want to show you how to kind of get down into those nitty-gritty parts of the lightsaber. So if we go back into the app, into the data modify section, this is where you saw we adjusted the light length of the blade, but we can do a lot of other different things in here as well. Now that we've got this back on the Jedi Temple Guard setting, which by the way guys, we are taking a look at the app on our Jedi Temple Guard saber, which is just released. We picked this up from Artsabers, and if you want to get your hands on one, make sure to use our code Falcon at checkout to save some on your purchase. Let's go ahead and hop into the data modify tab. We're going to go ahead and ignite the saber from the ignition button. And we're going to have a few different volume adjusts here at the top. So total is going to adjust everything on the lightsaber, so the whole volume. If you turn it all the way down, it's going to mute. You can go ahead and pick any percentage on here, 31%, 30, 100%. And when everything's 100%, it'll all be the same volume. So you'll have your smooth swing, flash on clash, all of those things on there, and your hum all at one volume. Now we can adjust a couple different things here. You can adjust the hum. So if we turn that all the way down, that hum will completely turn off, or you can raise it a little bit or all the way back at 100%. Now your swing is going to be your smooth swing. So this is at our 100%. If we turn it down, it'll get softer on there. And if we turn it all the way down, we have no swing at all. So that gives you a lot of different customization options available on your saber. So if you are out doing a little bit of, I don't know, if you're doing combat or practicing your swings and certain sounds you want a little lower, you can go ahead and adjust those individually on their own. We'll turn everything all the way back up. Again, if we come down here, you're gonna have your light length, which we already talked about, and right above that, you're gonna have your open speed and your off speed. So your open speed, I'll show you exactly what that does. It is going to be how quickly your saber ignition goes up. So if we turn it on and it's on 10, it ignites super fast. Or we can come back over here and put it down and do, we'll just go with 1. And if we ignite it from there, it ignites super slow. So you can go ahead and adjust those things on there. And then it'll be the same here for your off speed. So 1 is what we currently have it set to. And if you turn it on, it ignites really slow on there. And if we turn it off, it's going to be down at that speed. Now, if we turn that off speed all the way up to 8, we'll go ahead and put the open speed back to 5. You're going to see we're going to have a much faster ignition now that we have that turned back off, and it'll be much faster when it turns off as well. So that's really neat. And then our last section is going to be this setup area. And here you're going to be able to restore everything back to the factory settings. So if you've tweaked a lot of things and want to get everything just back to neutral, you can go ahead and do that. Version information is just going to let you know what version you have. Clash on is really neat. So if you want to be able to turn off that clash on and off effect, you can have that permanently on here without having to go through the hilt itself. Motion control on is going to be whether you have your twist to ignite. So you can twist that, and if you want that turned off, you can not have that available. And I really like that one, especially if you're doing spinning, because I cannot tell you how many times I've been spinning a lightsaber and accidentally turn it on and off all of the time. And then here you'll be able to turn your swing on or off and your hum on or off. So again, I really like those for if you are practicing some spins, you're not accidentally triggering different effects that the saber has. And that's everything we have available with the new SNV4 Pro sound card and the Force Park app, you guys. I was so excited to check this out, and I hope you guys thoroughly enjoyed it and enjoy using this app when you get your hands on it. If you want to pick up this Jedi Temple Guard saber with the new board or any lightsaber from Artsabers, make sure to use our code Falcon at checkout, and we will see you very soon for another review.